Hey guys, welcome back. So, I got something from England today. It is a new mold or press or whatever you want to call it. So, I couldn't wait to try it out. So, here I am. And nope, not going to show you what it is until we get it in there and make it look like something, and then I'll show it to you because I have to use a 1/16 mandrel in order to make this, and well, they're just really thin, and a lot of times the bead release will fall off of this. So I want to make sure that I've got you in view. It looks like I do. My camera's a lot higher than my head. Not like when I play with clay, it's a little easier to look inside, but with this I can't. So hopefully you're there and I don't have to worry about you. So we're just making a little mound right now. I'm going for the bigger mold. I have two different sizes of these. And it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy mold to play with. So that's why I don't quite want to show you what it looks like until I actually make it. So this came all the way from, I don't know if it's Cornwall maybe, I don't know, all the way from England. It came really quick actually, so I'm kind of surprised about that. Do the small one, but now I gotta go to the big one. And there's just so many areas that some places are going to need a lot of glass, some I'm only going to be able to put a little piece, so it's going to be an interesting mold to try. Everything's got to line up perfectly. And we're just using straight ivory. And we're going to put some shards in the middle. Okay, I want to make sure I got the right, I got to keep this at the right side. So I'm going to put a little more over here. There's some of these presses that I have that I've used a couple times and I cannot make it work, and so I don't. I think I'm going to go all the way up to there, so I'm going to go a couple more millimeters here. But yeah, they just sit here and I don't want to get rid of them, so I leave them here. And honestly, you could even put clay in these because these are made out of brass, so you can clean these up and you can mold some clay in here and press it down. I don't know how easy they would come out, and then once it's used, I'm not sure if it'll be any good at that point. Alright, so we're just going to make this wider. I know you're looking at it going, what are you making? I don't know if you can see the mold that's sitting. I don't think you can, which is good because I don't want you to see it. I just want you to see it as it's forming. So a lot of little nooks and crannies. Top. So that's why I'm just using straight ivory. Okay, so now this is a little too wide. Take some of this and move it down. Like right there, add a couple little dots. And my dots are too low. So there's a lot of manipulation sometimes in these molds. That's why these beads are more expensive than any of my other ones, just because they take so long. So I'm going to just kind of use what we got here, and I'm looking for a brush tool. Alright. Good. See, I already broke off. See, the release already broke. That is no good, which means there's no way I'm going to be able to finish this one. So, you know what that means, right? Yep, listen to it hit the water, because it's no good now. So the more times that you press onto one of these presses, or whatever you want to call them, the more chances you have of destroying them. And it's kind of like not anybody's fault. A lot of it has to do with the bead release that you use. It just happens, unfortunately. So I can't have it too thick, because then it's not going to fit into the slots very well. So here we go again, right? Maybe, no, I got a hole right there. That's not going to work now. Nope, that one's not big enough. Well, son of a gun. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try and make a smaller one. Edge right here. Yeah, so if this is the way my night's gonna be, it's gonna be a really long night. Okay, so this one is a little bit bigger, so we're gonna try and see if this will work a little easier. I don't like using the bigger ones on stuff like this, but I don't think I have a choice, so maybe it'll be easier, maybe it won't. So we're just going to get all of this glass going here. So it needs to go almost all the way down. I'm going to go right there. Should be all that I need. Hopefully that'll protect it a little bit. metallic silver glass, but considering how expensive silver glass is, I didn't want that to be my first one and then waste it all. So that's why I thought I'd start out with just some ivory tonight. Starts to thin out about right here. And then it gets wide again right here. Colors. Oh, and I'm using alcohol. I don't need to blow up here, right? So I don't think it was on my glass, but maybe, I don't know. Let's keep this cool. Maybe this was on it. And they finished making the mold. And it's just a little bit of leftover crap on it. I don't know. But yeah, I got some weird stuff on this. Try and cover that. Okay, so now I'm going to start pushing it down a little bit. Okay, so we are perfect right there. Just need to go a little higher. Well, we're not quite perfect, but we're getting there. Okay, so we're okay at that part. We just need a little bit on the top, but now we need to go wider down at the bottom. I had one of these that was a little bigger. Big people would use these as a pendant, so I didn't get the real big one. Okay. goes my bead release. And if it literally breaks this time, then I'm done. Then I will not keep going. Because it's really aggravating when that constantly happens. I don't understand how, after all this time, nobody's been able to make one that will hold up to what you're doing on this. Wow. It's going to be a lot harder than I thought. This is why this release has to hold up. Yes, the glass just popped off, went right down my sweatshirt. Yep. So, again, this is all just a process. Left-handed person trying to do things with her right hand. Not very easy. I have this little brush tool, so I think I'm going to use that. I still don't know what all this brown is, but it's weird. Pretty sure you can figure out what I'm making now, or what I'm attempting to make. Before, the freestyle. I've never used a mold. Yeah, I don't know what it's putting on my glass, but it's turning it a weird color. The reason I went for a mold is because I can never get the boobs to match. That don't look like a problem here. So now that you basically got the basic shape, now it's basically perfecting everything. You know, just making sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. You got a nice defined butt. You know, I'm being a little plastic surgeon here. More of a defined butt, so I'm happy about that. We're going to go just a little more. I'm going to put this on the bottom. A little bit more on the legs. Problem is this broke right here, so I can't go any higher. But yet I still need a neck. So this might be a problem. That I might have to hand form. That this has to go in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to really warm this up. May have to be just the way it is. Okay. So need it. That's where I need it. Okay. So now that we got that figured out, okay, bottom is done. So we have a nice defined butt. A little bit more across the back. This is the most interesting color I have ever seen, considering this is ivory. And I've got all these areas that look like, it looks like silver. Looks like I put silver in this and I didn't. So it's kind of cool. But I don't know how I did it. Okay, let's warm up the boobs. Fine, there we go. back a little bit. And on the very tops, I need to make a little bit of arms here. See, I can't go much higher here. I'm just going to put a little bit right there. And then we're kind of going to have to figure these out on their own here. Bit for now. Brush tool. So I'm going to do this. Just manipulate it a little bit. That, because we know that's got to go there. Okay. Bit more. So we're going to warm up the bottom. So always want to make sure you're working on all sides so that nothing cracks. If I get the boobs even, guys, I'm happy. That's all I care about at this point, is just getting the tatas nice and even. Mine are always lopsided. Alright, so just a little bit right there needs to come down. Okay, so that one doesn't look too bad. Warm it all up. And I was going to put some blue, I think it's called Dragon's Mouth. It's just some glass shards I was going to put on it. I think I might just leave this one alone. So, now we're just going to define it. So, we got a little bit right here. Okay, I'm just going to lift that up. Take this. A little bit up towards the shoulders. I'm going to try one more tata. Because I'm noticing this little tata is smaller than the other one. And we're going to give it a little more butt. And on the shoulder, we'll go a little more. Alright, so let's see what happens now. And if I have to pull off of the boob, I will. Okay. Brass gets hot after a while. Okay, well, I think we're done. So it looks good, and we're just going to get some of the chill marks off of the press. Okay, get it nice and smooth and pretty. You don't want to go too much to where you take out all that definition. Our goddess. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is something that I'm not going to be able to keep out of the fire for very long. There you go. So cool. That was my very first one. I like how it turned out. I think a celadon. Ooh, with a wrap of silver. Really cool on that. And see, these were the dragon breath. I am going to make another one because I do want to put the dragon breath on. So it's basically ivory, and I don't know what color he used. The guy from avenuebeads.com, he makes these shards all the time. They just look awesome when they're on. So that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching, and we will show that to you when it comes out of the kiln. Talk to you later. Bye.